Hi guys and welcome back. Today I am on day 19 of lockdown and I thought that I would do a review using my Revolution. This is the Courage palette. So if you would like to see how I go from this to this, then keep on watching. So I have been watching Tiger King on Netflix. If any of you guys have watched, please leave your comments down below. I have been absolutely fascinated. I watched it in one sitting from beginning to end. I stayed up till about 4 in the morning. I just could not get enough of it. I just thought that the characters were just incredible, and I just can't believe that there are actually people in this world out there that live like that and that do those things. It's just phenomenal. So I was inspired to use my Revolution Courage palette. I bought this quite a while back. I bought it at the end of last year, and the only reason I bought this was because of the packaging, for no other reason. I just fell in love. The shadows are not too bad. There's quite a mixture in here. There are a lot of metallics. There are only 3 mattes and the rest are shimmers or metallics. So from a practical point of view, it's really not that great. The colors are also quite chalky and I do find them quite hard to blend. This is what the palette looks like. So it's got some interesting pinks. It's got a lovely green over there. And it's got some nice metallic type shimmers, but as I say, it is quite difficult to blend and there is quite a bit of fallout, but I just could not resist. I mean, just look at that packaging. It's absolutely beautiful. Comes with a really nice large mirror. So it's one of those things where you kind of overlook the quality of the shadows because the packaging is so beautiful. So I'm going to start off. Before I do my foundation, I'm going to do my eyes because there is so much fallout with this palette. It really does actually make quite a bit of a mess. Doesn't matter how much you tap off the colors. So I'm going to start off by using this shadow. It's like a taupey neutral brown, and it's one of the 3 mattes that are in the palette. So I'm just going to take a bit of that. I'm going to tap off the excess, and I'm just going to put it all over the eye and up above the crease towards the brow bone. Just sweeping it out in circular motions. This is quite a light color, but it just gives, it's a nice crease color. It just gives a little bit of definition, and it just kind of warms up the eye before you apply anything else to it. Just going to put a little bit more on the other side. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have watched Tiger King, but yeah, it's just incredible. And now what I find myself doing is Googling all the characters after the fact, just to find out where they all are now and what's become of them. And there are going to be some follow-ups with Carol Baskin. Fox Network is producing a series on her, and I believe they've opened the investigation into the death of her second husband. So it's just the kind of series that you would never expect it to have become the overnight sensation that it did. And of course these TV networks are going to find more and more things to cover on it, and they're going to go more and more in depth because it's just, the characters are just so colorful and it's just absolutely fascinating. I just really, yeah, it's like watching a train crash. You just can't take your eyes off it. But yeah, very, very interesting. So that's one of the things that I've been binge watching during lockdown. Okay, so now that I've done the base color, I'm going to take this shade over here. And this is a rich, it's like an aubergine, a maroony chocolatey brown shade, and it's got quite a bit of shimmer in it, and it's also really, really chunky. So I'm taking some of that on my brush. I'm just going to tap off the excess. A lot of the excess comes off, and I'm just going to pat that onto my lid. And this This is a great color for green eyes and blue eyes because it's got a little bit of red in it, so it just kind of brings out the green. But yeah, there is a lot of fallout. Even if I just pat this into the shadow, there is a lot of fallout, but it's kind of worth it in the end. You could also wet your brush and then just pat on the shadow. It would help with some of the fallout. But it really is a lovely color, and it doesn't look shimmery on the lid. But if I swatch it on my hand, I don't know if you can see that. There is quite a lot of shimmer on it, but it's not sparkly. It's a kind of a satiny, I suppose you could say it's a satiny type color. But this is just a very easy eye look. I'm only going to be using these two shades, and then maybe I'll go into the inner corner with one of the lighter metallics. There's some lovely highlighting shades in here as well. So now that I've done the upper lid, I'm going to take my little pencil brush and I'm just going to dip that back into the same maroony aubergine shade, tap it off, and I'm just going to use that to lightly define the lower lid. Just pat some more on for the other side. And so, as I say, this is not the most user-friendly palette in the whole world, but you know, with packaging like that, who can resist? I certainly can't resist anything with a cat print on it. So, more for me, but I love anything that's as glamorous and as elegant as that. I mean, is that not just beautiful? Okay, so now I'm just going to wipe off any of the fallout, because really sometimes you don't actually notice it until you've finished your makeup, and then you see sort of dark shadows on the insides of your nose where the eyeshadow has fallen. So I'll just pat it gently, and I'm going to go in now with my L'Oreal Infallible Freshwear, and I'm just going to use a small amount of this, and for today I'm just going to use I'm just applying it with my fingers. Not going too extra with that today, just putting a light coating on, and then I'm going to take my Revlon Candid finishing powder and I'm just going to pop that on top with a light fluffy brush just to set everything. So that's just to take the shine off, just make sure that everything is set. And then for the cheeks, I'm going in with a matte MAC blush. This is Melba. It's a beautiful peachy, it's a light peachy shade. And don't want anything too shimmery today. And I'm going to apply that with my Bobbi Brown blush brush, just patting it into the blush, patting it in like that, and then patting it on to the cheeks. And this is a really nice muted shade. It's nothing too hectic. And then I'm going to go in with my Catrice Luminice highlighter. This is a gorgeous little palette. It's in cardboard packaging, and it's got some really nice colors in the pink, the pink over here, and then these are two champagne-y highlighting shades. And I'm going to take this one over here. I'm just going to put it on the top of the cheekbones. Like that. A little bit on the nose. And then just some on the lips. And then I'm going to just groom my eyebrows. This is my Benefit setting gel. I'm just going to gently brush them up because they are looking a little bit like they are all over the show. So just going to gently brush them up, just to neaten up the brow, because we haven't done much with the eyes. The shadows are quite subtle. There's nothing dramatic, so we just want to make sure that the brows are just framing the face nicely. And now for some mascara. I'm going in today, I'm using my L'Oreal Double Extension in Extra Black. I'm not going to use the white extension side today. I'm just going to use the mascara. And I'm just going to apply a couple of coats of that. And then to finish off, I'm going to be using one of my all-time favorites. This is the Revlon Rum Raisin. Nice muted red. And so guys, that's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to subscribe and stay home, stay safe. Till next time. Ciao, ciao.